Spike Team, the fabulous women's volleyball team of Evertown. The girls are completing their journey of personal growth and team building. The Spikes qualified for the Student Youth Olympics. Now their goal is to win the gold medal. The flame on the torch offered by the goddess Olympia, which represents sportsmanship, has gone out. To turn it on again, they have to add a 7th member to their team. We find the girls in Sardinia 1 year later, preparing for the Student Youth Olympic Games. There is great tension between Lucky and the girls, not only because the year before he agreed to coach the Evertown men's team, but because, above all else, he has organized a surprise match against the Spikes' rival, the Black Roses, and has taught them all of the Spikes' weaknesses. One by one, the girls tell Lucky about the past year, during which Susan's balance, Anne's tenacity, Patty's spirit of sacrifice, Vicky's loyalty, Beth's courage, Francie's humility, and Joe's strength were put to the test. Volleyball always comes first for the girls, but Lucky's betrayal has undermined the cohesion in the group. Why did Lucky do it? And why did he torture the girls with those grueling exercises in Sardinia? It's now up to Lucky to tell us his story.
Something's not right. Something is missing.
And yet the plans are correct.
We need to have a better understanding of what happened when the temple was moved. That's it. We were looking in the wrong spot. Everything is still in the original location. It was never moved. You know what I think? It's time for a dip. Okay, Lucky, no panic. Lower your heartbeat. There's little air here. We have to find another pocket. Remember the lesson Peliza taught you. The Shardana, the mercenary pirates. They steal the cauldron and bring it aboard their ships. I found the lost temple. Amalia will have to make a statue in my honor. That's if I make it back to tell the tale. This. Oh.
short. Was Abu Simbel the lost temple, yes or no?
No, it wasn't, but the map was right. Abu Simbel was one of the mystic temples in the world, all of which were connected by a strong energy.
How can you be so sure?
Because it was thanks to that rock that I was able to pick myself up. It has healing energy.
I know we've seen some incredible things, but this whole story seems just a little too magical.
No magic. The Earth's magnetic energy is filled with healing powers. And we can find that same energy here at the Tomb of the Giants.
For a giant's tomb, it seems pretty small.
They weren't actual giants, but rather
Heroes. Great clan leaders that were buried in holy places such as this.
With all those temples on the map, why did you pick Abu Simbel? You thought that was the lost temple?
No. Do you remember the Black Roses placed 4th in England?
Yes, and they had to go through a playoff in order to be in the Olympics. They played in Egypt.
You trained them. You're the reason we're gonna get to see their ugly faces at the Olympics.
They won the match 3 games to nothing. I'm a pretty good trainer, right?
This is the right place. Put Patty there.
We don't need you, thanks.
Sure.
Now the magic begins.
My ankle is much better. The healing energy worked.
Great, that means we won't have to drag you on the way back.
How amazing.
Yeah, true. The fruit is just delicious.
I think she was talking about the sky.
Everything would be perfect if it weren't for the madman's crazy training sessions.
So you'll be happy to know that come the morning, the madman has every intention of making you sweat like never before.
You can't make us.
Of course not. You can leave now if you want. It's only about an hour's so swim to the shore.
So, what have you come up with? Are you gonna make us walk on water?
Oh no, not that. But breathing underwater, yes.
I knew it. He's lost it.
Is it sunstroke? I think he needs a break.
Hush! Today we will train the diaphragm. Later you can breathe and relax. In a training with Umberto Palazzari.
Hi, girls. We will work on the diaphragm using the pranayama technique, relaxation and breathing, before going into apnea altogether.
These exercises remind me of my mom.
I've taken her class 1,000,000 times, and it was 100 times better than this stuff.
Come on, Joe. Use force. Breathe, relax, and throw off the air. Now do it by yourself. Breathe deep. Do not inflate the chest.
And I suppose these weighted diver belts are necessary?
Yes, they're necessary to drown us.
This time it's not my fault. The weights weren't my idea, they're his. Say hi to Palazzari.
I know they're heavy, but they are essential for you to be able to get your whole body underwater.
I'm not scared of going under, more of never coming up again.
If you keep focused and you help each other, you'll have no problems. You're a team, right?
So they say, but now they'll have to prove it.
Breathe slowly and maintain visual contact with each other. Use the meditation exercises you learned, only underwater. Good luck.
the kind you want a lollipop kiss. Little boys swinging in a jungle gym, making noise, but nothing much about him. All is fair in a tug of war, yeah, you're the one who's keeping score. No pain, no game, no less, no more. I'm playing hard or at that door. Never get enough, get enough. Never get enough, get enough. Say bye-bye or stand beside me. Never get enough, get enough. Never get enough, never get enough of real love. Come on now, baby.
Hands up!
That's it. This is too much.
Hey, Lucky, are you trying to massacre us? You've got to stop the onslaught.
I don't gotta do nothing. Coach Lucky is the one making the rules.
I do see a team, yes. A team of weaklings. A few months without me, and this is what I come back to?
You might as well have not come back, for all the difference it makes.
I see the underwater swimmer on the boat has left you some breath to chat. Maybe you need a second lap.
Stop, Lucky.
None of this makes any sense.
Stop is a word that does not exist in my vocabulary. I actually think you will like the next exercise very much. Okay, listen up. Climb up on the mast and do a faith trust jump. You're the last to join the team, so you must be tested the hardest.
I'll never be able to do
The
that.
Black Roses never said never. That must mean they were better than you.
Francie, don't do it. Lucky, I swear. I'm gonna make you pay for it all. I swear.
You and what army?
Not her army, but her team.
We are the Spikes and
That's
Blue.
right, get him, girls.
Go back to the Black
We have
Roses.
to remind you.
Get
out of here.
You wanted a leap of faith? Try this one. Yeah.
Luther, there you go. Spike it forever. The plan worked.
A great mutiny!
So, you and Luther planned this whole thing?
Well, my demise wasn't the plan, but the mutiny was. You only found your strength, both as individuals and as a group, by joining forces against me. And Francie, it's very important that you're a part of this.
Wait, so the Black Roses, the male team, it was all part of your plan?
Not all of that exactly. Let me tell you the whole story. You've been after me for a while to tell you, so...
It will be hard finding the lost temple, right?
Yes, it will. And dangerous, too. It always is.
It will all be okay, because we'll do it together.
Whoa, whoa, stop the world. Grace and Aaliyah are together?
Don't be too quick to judge. My story with Grace was the result of young love. A mature love story goes well beyond niceties and a few timid kisses.
I almost prefer the sadistic evil version of you.
Yeah, sure, but I still don't understand what this has to do with your plan.
It has everything to do with it. A little patience and you'll see. It's like a puzzle.
To us, to success in England.
Yeah, everything is so great. If it weren't for this thing.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna steal the star of the party for a second. He's Amalia, Armand's cousin, a very rich and influential man. One of those people who can change lives.
Are you saying mine's in need of changing?
I don't trust that one. She's the classic troublemaker.
Don't worry yourself. Lucky is a lot of things, but being foolish isn't one of them.
The two boys, Mark and Phil, have real talent. I think it would be possible to get them improved, and I think it would be quite cool.
Hell, that's just music to my ears.
Come on, I challenge you to a King of the Beach.
I'm in. I take Phil and you take Mark. The loser pays for the smoothies at Vito's. Guys, I could play all night.
Pity you have to go on a date with me.
Let's hope the other guests are having a
Certainly,
better
I would have rather played beach volleyball than attend certain meetings. Do you remember your event at the golf club? Well, for me, that turned into a diplomatic trap where I wasn't able to move.
There are people who respect you and want to invest in your future.
I can already imagine my future, and I'm not unhappy with what I see.
Sure, can I at least appeal to your curiosity and vanity? Abram, dear, surely you remember Lucky.
Absolutely. I would love to have a chat with you in my office. Without taking anything away from your girls, I believe a man of your talent should aim higher, specifically training the male team.
Thank you. But no, thank you.
My dear friend, ambition is not a sin, and it's not only a question of money. Here we're talking about the National League.
Today, the National League, but tomorrow, you have a shining future ahead. Don't throw it all away.
Yes, it's all good, but I wouldn't know.
Promise me you'll think on it.
Oh, give me a few days.
You will be away all the time, and we'd never see each other.
In fact, I haven't accepted.
But you will think about it. And this is all I can aspire to be for you. A source of momentary hesitation? No, you're not hesitating because of me.
Grace.
The girls. You're afraid of losing them.
Susan, you must learn to contain Joe's machine gun shots. Compress, arms out, and bring your belly button to the level of Joe's knees.
Am I the only one who doesn't understand when he speaks sometimes?
Joe, you must always vary the shot. Intra and extra, no look lob. You gotta make Susan and our opponents crazy.
Only sometimes. He's turning out more metaphors than a poet.
Vicky, you're not riding Willy Boy, so why are you bouncing up and down on each ball as if you were trotting?
Don't mention Willy Boy, it makes me totally nostalgic.
Snap the wrist and stop pulling the rein. Leave them down and stand in the stirrups with your legs, pushing the ball up and high. And Mary, the flamingo style is elegant, unique, but put more beak in that bump. Eyes forward, arms out, legs bent, shoulders out. Beth, your feet are too open. Close them and keep them closed. Make me feel an overture of emotion. Attack the ball. When you're defending, come out of your shell. Patty, maybe you don't remember, but when you were little, your mom and dad used to rock you with their arms out. Work with 90 degrees from your belly button, always in front of you, towards the ball.
Come on, Joe. Spike with the fury of a Chinese typhoon filled with 1,000 dragons.
Sure, but only if you set me a ball charged up with nuclear energy ready to explode in our opponent's field.
Remind your teammate what she needs to do better. Communication within a team is important. A team like this becomes self-trained.
What are you doing, Coach? Are you sleeping?
No, I'm crying from how you're treating those poor balls. Now run and get changed. Ready, set, go! I said go! Guess I'm the strongest one in here. What am I gonna do without these kids?
What got into you?
After the training. Hey! Stop! Stop it!
Okay, training over. What's going on then?
I don't think I'll be able to look after the girls the way they deserve if I'm training the boys.
It'll all be fine. Just because things change, it doesn't mean they're changing for the worst, and when you're not able to train them, I will.
Thanks, my friend. That makes me feel a little better.
Oh yeah, so take this.
Oh!
Grace,
Let her go. She'll come around.
I can only wish you the best. You deserve it. And the girls, do they know?
Girls, I must tell you something important.
Don't tell me you're nervous.
I hope I haven't made the wrong decision.
The Spikes are not alone, and neither are you.
You and Priscilla? I don't think my heart can tolerate that kind of abuse.
It's the best gossip I've heard this year.
I never cared one bit for gossip. I want to know if you had already come up with your plan when you were with the boys.
Absolutely not.
So why did you leave them?
Because after a few games, which by the way they won thanks to the best coach in the world, I understood what I got myself into. Hey, come on, let's go. Time out! Please tell me some aliens abducted my boys and took their place on the court. What the heck are you doing? Should I get you some cookies and milk? Maybe you need an afternoon nap. It doesn't matter if you happen to lose, but don't lose like this. Not without a fight, not without playing. Now go back on the court and show me you're a team. How could they be this bad? They sold the game.
And so you came back to us thinking we were just waiting for you with open arms?
The fifth wheel of the wagon.
I knew I had disappointed you, but I certainly wasn't expecting that kind of welcome.
How's it going?
Exactly as you see.
Listen, I have an idea, but I don't want you to react badly.
You can forget me going back to training the boys. I'd rather work at the restaurant with Vito and Nonarina.
I wasn't thinking about the male team. There's a certain team that wants to qualify for the tournament in Egypt. The winner will be picked up for the Youth Olympics. They're in need of a good trainer. It's the Black Roses.
The Black Roses? This idea is... The most brilliant idea ever! For real! I already have a friendly game in mind. I got the whole plan at once. I finally knew what to do and that it was the right thing to do. Satisfied?
You know, we're satisfied with the gossip part, but everything else, not so much.
From now on, that's it. No more tricks.
No more tricks.
Okay, and now?
Now we trade. You want to win the Youth Olympics or not?
Yeah! Right, we got him!
Crazy! Lucky has organized the treasonous match against the Black Roses and tortured the girls in Sardinia with those grueling exercises, only to bring the team together against him. A Machiavellian plan, but it worked. The girls have formed a mutiny and have thrown him overboard. The Spikes are more united than ever before. Now that there is harmony again between the Spikes and Lucky, it's time to leave the boat and return to the mainland. But a bad storm threatens to sink them. However, the girls, with the help of Manuel, pull through for the win. They land in Portofino. They eat some ice cream, do a little shopping, and then head straight to Turin, where volleyball awaits. The Spikes also restart their search for the lost temple, but a mysterious character threatens them to let it go. Who is it? We'll find out next time. 1-2 Spike, all for fight!